Hello people and welcome to the second part of the review of the new features and improvements in One UI 6.0 based on Android 14. In the first part, we talked about the updated design, the lock screen, new settings, and the like. The link to this video is in the description, be sure to check it out after watching this video. Today we will dive into all the important camera and gallery upgrades, as well as other innovations in One UI 6.0 aimed at improving user experience in several key areas. Share this video with your friends, make reposts, especially those who have Samsung, maybe they will learn something interesting from this video. And also, I remind you, friends, we are now having a raffle of Galaxy Buds FE headphones. To participate, you just need to subscribe to 3 of our most interesting Telegram channels. One of them is the main TechnoGary, the second channel is Techno Updates, where tech news are regularly posted in a daily format, and we also follow the updates. And the third channel is Loggy and Baggy, here we post Loggy and Baggy smartphones. The link to the contest is in the description and in the pinned comment. I wish you good luck, but we continue to watch and admire One UI 6.0. Let's go! Well, some of the most useful new features and improvements in One UI 6.0 can be seen in the camera application. Keep in mind that not all functions will be available on non-flagship phones, but most of them should be on every device with One UI 6. So, firstly, the interface of the camera was slightly reworked. The access to resolution settings in photo mode and video size parameters looks a little different. On One UI 5 it was like this, when the resolution and FPS are together. In the filter and retouch effects, a disc is now used instead of a slider, which simplifies the use of filters with one hand. On the main screen, you can now add a widget to launch in a certain shooting mode. Well, for example, you can put the video in portrait mode on the selfie camera. And now, by clicking on this widget from the main screen, you are ready to shoot a portrait video of your favorite. In the camera settings menu, then the advanced analysis parameters, there is an opportunity to choose one of the 3 levels of image quality optimization. Choose the minimum to reduce the amount of post-processing and take pictures as quickly as possible. And you can also choose the medium optimization to get a balance of speed in post-processing. The function of the text scanning camera, which detects documents and text in the frame and can only take pictures of documents and discard the rest, is now separated from the scene optimizer and put into the smart function. That is, even if you turn off the optimizer, the scanning of documents and text can be left on. In addition, if you enter this menu for scanning documents and text, you will see a new option for automatic scanning, which is turned off by default. This option allows the camera to shoot documents and text without the need to press the shutter button and, accordingly, pull the phone. The camera is fixed on the document, illuminates it and takes a picture itself. Pretty convenient. Let me remind you that this function automatically increases or decreases the frame rate depending on the lighting conditions, that is, in dark conditions, the frame rate decreases in order to have time to process the frames. Before One UI 6, this function could be simply turned on or off. As you probably know, when you are in the camera on the Galaxy phone, the swipe up or down switches between the front and rear cameras, and starting with the One UI 6 version, you can turn off this option to avoid accidental swiping. In the camera settings menu, here is a new option with a strange name, swipe up or down. You can turn it off if necessary. Now let's look at the gallery. The parameters of fast editing of photos are transferred to the mode of viewing photo details, that is, if we swipe the photo in the gallery up or click the eye icon, we will see the parameters of fast editing, such as portrait effect, background effect, improve and delete objects. Now access to these settings is super convenient, because before, for example, to delete an object from the photo, you had to go to editing, then compress these 3 points, and only here is the necessary function. Very long and inconvenient. Now, I am sure, many will use these tools more often. In One UI 6, there is an ability to cancel and repeat step-by-step changes when editing photos. It is strange why this was not before, but better late than never. Here are these arrows buttons that you can press to cancel or repeat the last change. This, of course, in addition to the old return button, which cancels all changes with one click. And finally, when adding text to a photo, you can choose one of several new backgrounds and styles. Studio Video Editor is now called Studio, and you can quickly get access to it by opening the Gallery application, touching the icon with 3 horizontal lines in the lower right corner, and clicking the huge option to go to the studio. You can also just enter Studio in the search bar on the application panel, and the application will appear as a result. In the studio itself, the user interface has been reworked by changing the location of the icons. Everything was moved, and some unnecessary parameters were removed. When you open a video in the Video Player application, to do this, open the video in the gallery, click the button with 3 dots and select the option to open in the Video Player. You can pause the video and click and hold any object or area that you want to highlight, and then there will be an opportunity to save or share the highlighted object. With One UI 6.0, Samsung has finally upgraded the screen recording function, adding the ability to record a video with a frame rate of more than 60 frames per second. The built-in screen recording function can now record a video with a speed of up to 120 frames per second, which makes these videos smoother when playing. I say up to 120 frames per second, because it seems that the frame rate when recording a screen can vary depending on what is being recorded. The Share panel has received an important improvement. When you share images or videos from any application, now there is a preview of the image in the upper part of the Share panel, which gives you one more opportunity to view the image and video before sharing them. Moreover, you can also edit the image right here in this Share panel. And if you share, for example, a site from the Chrome browser, then you will get the opportunity for additional parameters. In this case, you can share a screenshot of the site screen with its address. Before version 1 UI 6.0, dragging files, text, etc. from one application to another required that both applications be opened simultaneously in a multi-screen mode. Now you can open one application, select the files that you want to copy to another application, click and hold the selected files with one hand or finger, and then open another application with the other hand and place the selected files there. When the application appears as a result of searching on the application panel, you can touch and hold the application icon to get quick access to the actions that you can perform using the application. For example, a menu with a transition to frequently used chats will appear for Telegram. With access to the basket folder in the My Files application, you can now also get access to the basket folder of other applications, such as galleries. Native Samsung applications have also been updated. The Health application in One UI 6.0 has also been updated. The design seems to have become even simpler, but now more information is displayed on the main screen. There is also an opportunity to change the volume of the glass to track water consumption, which simplifies the determination of the amount of water drunk based on the glass or bottle you have chosen. One of my favorite widgets in Smart Recommendations has been slightly reworked. The layout now fits better with other icons on the main screen. In addition, you can now adjust the transparency and choose a white or black background. You can also configure the application, which should be excluded from the proposals. What can I say in conclusion? I will remind you, friends, that we still have the first part of the review, so be sure to watch it if you haven't. Link to it in the description. So, in general, in my opinion, One UI 6.0 is an evolutionary step in the right direction. With its main task not to spoil what is, it copes. The new curtain is generally good, I expected worse. The external interface has been refreshed with subtle changes and a new script. One UI seems more alive and rich. Therefore, in general, I am satisfied with the new version of One UI. I did not encounter any lags and slowdowns on the S23 Ultra, except for a couple of problems with animation, which I am sure will be fixed in the next patches. Powered by Dubverse. Friends, share this video with your friends, make reposts, this is the best support for the channel, and it will be useful to them. Thanks for watching, write how you like the One UI 6.0 update in the comments under this video. With you was Harry, good luck to everyone.